Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session, we will see the extended menu of the form function. Before that, let's see the send command. Now here, there is no direct undo command. However, you can always do a control Z. Okay, so for example, if I insert a new question here, you can place control Z, or this command can be accessible from this extended menu. Undo and my question got deleted. Next we have is make a copy. So the entire form we can duplicate and save it to the required folders onto our drive, and there is an option to share it with the same people. So for example, if this form, the existing form, is being shared with multiple users, so the same can we do for the copy which we are creating now. Okay, so this is the copy a form command. Next we have move to trash, so we can simply delete this form file which we can access from the drive as well. So from there also we can delete this. Next is get a pre-filled link. So this is basically we have options pre-filled. So for example, so if we are conducting a kind of a survey where the default answers can be set, okay, and if there is any deviation for a particular respondent, so he can respond or change that answer accordingly. So for example, let me write here name four wheeler, say yes, here I'll just park no, and then put something here like, and here now I do not have a get a link, because when I click on the get pre-filled link, it will directly landed me to the form. And now as I have mentioned the options, and if I click on get link, okay, here on the bottom, share this link to include pre-filled process and copy link. So the link it has created, I just click on copy link, the link got copied to the clipboard. Okay, so this is my link. Let me close this window and open another window. And as I have already copied that link, just let me put in and open. Now see here, it has already shown me my pre-filled options. Here, if I want, I can change this, or I can just simply click on the next if there is no deviation from the answers which are already mentioned. Okay, now this will be useful when there are certain answers to some of the questions. So for example, let's say consider a case where we are generating a biodata for the respondents, and there the nationality is Indian. So asking every users to write Indian every time, we can have it pre-filled. Okay, so that the respondents time will get saved, because majority, if we are targeting the Indian audience, the majority people will respond to that question as Indian. So accordingly you can make use of this functionality. Okay, next we have is the print. So definitely we can print a form for review with multiple collaborators or in a meeting. Then we have add collaborators. Now here basically when we say add collaborators, so these are basically the kind of content managers for this form. So they also will get the edit right to that form. Also, they will make changes into the setting for this particular form. Adding collaborator, one thing you need to notice that whatever you do with your forms and files is same thing the collaborators can do. Okay, so in a way you can say, for example, if you have multi-section forms involving collaborators from multiple field expertise, in that case this is useful so that they can do all sorts of changes and amendments into the same form. Then something we have script editor, so that we have seen like in the Google spreadsheet. So if we have some code to write, we can write that code which will get acted upon on the same form for which we have opened the script editor. Next we have is the add-ons. Add-ons are basically some of the pre-configured extensions which we can be added to the form. So some of the popular add-ons are already on my screen. So you must have seen a lot of videos saying how to put limitations to the form so that you can use the form limiter. if there are any form notification you require, so on and so forth. So you can go through. So for example, whenever I click on any of these add-ons, it will show me some of the picture overview, how this can be useful. Also, the overview and the description shows how we can use it, etc. So just keep in mind who all are downloading this application, how the rating is, and accordingly you can make use of these extensions. So whenever you click on install, it will get installed onto your browser, and you can make use of it for your forms. Okay. Last, we have preferences. So preferences are nothing but the setting only. However, these settings are dynamic basis the form, but these are the default settings. Okay. So for example, for whichever form file I will open, if I wanted this as a default setting that every time I will collect the email addresses, I can tick on this checkbox. Then make questions required. So every time I open a new question, it will by default make it a required question if I click on this. Then default quiz point value. So if I'm always or many a times I used to deal with the quiz type of questions, then I can set a default quiz point value also. So for example 1, and I can save. Okay, save. Now see here, if I click on answer key, by default point is 1. Let me insert another question, say linear scale, be it any type of question, the default answer point is given as 1 point. So this is how you can make use of your preferences. Okay. So, thank you. I hope you have understood all the menu in this session. So we have now covered with all the options, and we have covered all the functionalities, settings, responses, everything from the form. So this series I'm ending here. So just let me know in the comment section which app or which productivity tool from Google you are more interested in, on which I should make a video. If it is possible for me to make, I will definitely try to give it a shot. So this is it in this session. Thanks for joining. Stay tuned for the next. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you like this video, please hit a like button, and if you have any specific queries or concerns or any kind of a questions for me, please write it into the comment section, and stay tuned for the next. Thank you.